Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Daybreak. We are in the Institute of Science after we liberated it from Almata with the help of some other interesting parties. And we're about to check up on Risette. She should be back in one piece, but we'll have to see if that's true or not. Welcome. If you're looking for Risette, she's in the room to your right. The associate professor is with her. She's through the worst of it now, at least. I've been in there helping her throughout the day. I never expected we would be putting her research to the test so soon, especially not under these circumstances.
Right.
Anybody else? No, I think we got everything.
Oh, hello there.
I hope everything went well.
Thanks. Sounds like you pulled an all-nighter, huh?
Looks like Zeros is up and running again. Fortunately for us, the damage for him wasn't so bad. I just wish I could say the same about Risette. Putting her back to the way she was is going to take a while.
Please, don't be so downhearted. The first-rate care you've been giving me has stabilized my vitals a considerable amount.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Have you spoken to Mr. Thorndyke?
Did before coming here, yeah. He's as much of a questionable character as I was expecting. Their chief of security is the same old standoffish grump, too. You'd think it'd kill him to put on a smile.
That's just how they are, I'm afraid.
It's fine, you know. You don't need to force yourself to speak.
For what it's worth, her life isn't in any danger here. The medicine you helped me with yesterday seems to have been working wonders.
She's right. It has really made this easier for me.
Good to hear. We sure didn't think it'd end up being used on you when we took that job on.
And now it begins to wonder, if we didn't do that job, did we have the opportunity to not do the job? Would it have been different? Or was it something we couldn't refuse regardless? Those makes me question with things like this. I love it, the fact that we helped her in advance without us even knowing it, but could it have been different?
The artificial limbs that Mr. Thorndyke brought with him are compatible with her too. That's not to say you shouldn't take it easy. Anything that involves the nervous system is a heavy burden on the body.
So is she an android or a cyborg? Just for easier to understand terms, because I imagine she's more like maybe a doll type character. I don't know.
The best thing you can do for yourself right now is get lots and lots of rest.
I will. Thank you. Though, I truly am sorry for not being able to support you all when you need it most.
Don't sweat it. We can take things from here. You just kick back and relax. Next time you wake up, you can bet we'll have good news to share. And a hell of a big bonus, too.
I'll have to look forward to that then, won't I? Follow your hearts and act as you always do. And everything will be fine.
Sorry, but I'd like to ask you something. Why? Why did you risk your life to save mine? No one should have to put themselves through something like this over someone like me.
It was because you were just so dazzlingly radiant in that moment, I suppose.
What?
You have so many people who care about you, and you care about them just as much in return. To someone who's lost her bonds, memories, and even body, the sight was almost blinding. I'm a little jealous of all you have, if I'm to tell the truth. So please, treat yourself like an irreplaceable treasure, not just for you, but for those who love you too.
About Risette. Just how much of her is artificial anyways? I was wondering the same thing. Well, I don't know for sure, but my guess is a lot. You're indirectly involved in making her who she is too, right? That's right. We assisted Marduk in research in artificial biology limbs some time ago. Our partnership only produced a prototype though. I never imagined they would actually start using that technology like this. Risette was clearly the result of multiple different technologies being used together, not just the one developed by us. I've heard this is also a field that the Institute of Technology over in the Empire has been looking into. Van? You seem like you know the truth for a while. Well, I couldn't be sure, but I had a feeling. I could tell the image I was seeing during our video calls was artificially generated. So it took me really off guard when she just showed up in person in Tharbad. It was only when I noticed that she moved faster and kinda different from normal people that I started putting two and two together. Makes sense. I did feel like there was something strange about her, but I never would have imagined it was because of this. Well, she's capable of far greater power and speed than an ordinary human, but she also has less precise control over her body in exchange. I can't imagine just how much effort she must have put into be able to move as naturally as she does. She'll be able to return the way she was, won't she? Oh, I'm sure she will. Right, Professor? Oh, I think there's every chance of that. The technology involved seems to be fairly well established by Marduk at this point. It won't be easy to make all the precise adjustment after reattaching her limbs, but I'll make sure it happens. We're counting on you. She might be on loan to us from Marduk, but she's as much a member of ARKRIDE Solutions as the rest of us. Anyway, time for us to get out of here. Right, we need to do what we can and put Risette at ease.
Wait! Please. If it's not too much to ask, could I keep helping you? I want to stop Professor Callahan and the devils who've done this to him by my own hand. No matter what it takes.
Oh, Katra.
Sorry, but no can do.
I suppose that's the right decision after I landed Risette in a hospital bed. I wasn't able to use Fio and Zeros at even half of their potential, either. If all I'm gonna be is a burden to the team...
That ain't what I'm saying. You're no burden. We're gonna need you and your engineering know-how here for sure. But we're also not a charity. We only do favors for people if the client and price are a good fit. You heard what Risette said, right? If you did, then you should know what you gotta do. And where you went wrong.
You're right. I should never have done something that would upset the people who care about me. And I never will again. I just want to stop the chaos unfolding in Basel and the misuse of technology that created it. And if I'm gonna do that, it's not the help of the police or guild I need. It's you. As compensation, I can offer you my skills and expertise on technology. I can also give you my word that I'll help Essie put Risette back to the way she was as fast as possible. Is that enough to make me a good fit for you?
Why do I get a feeling like Van only wanted to test his resolve? To see if it was sufficient enough.
It sure is. We'd be happy to take that 4 SPG on. We'll be counting on you now. Couldn't ask for better than a student of Professor Hamilton's.
Thank you. I won't let you down.
Promise me you'll take good care of him, okay? I'll be working around the clock too. Promise. Thank you so much. Time to get down to business.
And the day starts again by going after everyone. I'm sure. Well, the CND Special Ops unit is gonna be here this evening. That means we only got half a day left to do what we want. Once they're here, we're done. We gotta make this time count. Sure felt to me like Almada's work was done after making that AI a success. You sure this isn't, they didn't just bounce? No, I'm certain they're still in the region. The abnormalities in the orbital net and distribution network are less pronounced than yesterday, but they're still present. Something's still happening, I'm sure of it. Yeah, because even though they made Professor Callahan into an AI singularity, he needed to do that in order to complete his research. So that's what he's doing right now, trying to complete his research. And as long as he's still doing that, we have a chance to stop him. At least that's what I surmise. Really? Then Almata's research is still going on somewhere in the city. Risette mentioned something earlier that I think will help me.
This might be fundamentally different to what happened in Crossbell, but I still think that is our closest reference point. The orbital network and septium veins were used in the development of highly advanced technology then as well. Basel City also has both, making it the perfect environment to finish what they started.
Well, with the orbital network and the septium veins at their disposal, they have access to effectively unlimited resources for their research. If Professor Callahan were to reach the heights that the Singularity Crossbell did, then our foes are probably lurking somewhere in the region, finishing what they started. That's still a very large area to try and find them in, though. We'll have to find some way to narrow our search down. If we could get close enough to their location, the Genesis might react and show us we're on the right track too. Using the damn thing like a metal detector, huh? Suppose we gotta try anything we can at this point. Let's see if there are any more 4SPGs to take care of while we start asking around. There's no telling where we might find a clue that'll land us to the truth. I'll help however I can. Wait. Should I not be meddling in your other jobs now that I'm a client instead of a guide? Hey, don't be silly. You're one of us now. You're our client, but how about we just treat you more like a temp for now? Oh, okay, that works for me. Well, we're happy to have you with us. Even if it means the kid-to-adult ratio evened out here. Well then, let's get to work. I want to stop by the guild Rean Giscard's workshop. Should probably talk to our resident genius professor too. Those sound like good places to start to me. Like I said, a lot of people to talk to, a lot of places to visit. Like our proper rounds. Who could have imagined Professor Esmeray's research would be so relevant so quickly? I did briefly consider the possibility, but it seemed so far-fetched at the time. And yet, here we are. Just what does Marduk intend to use this technology for, I wonder? Yep. That we all do. Oh, hello. How is your investigation going? Oh, you're up already? Please take it easy, Risette. We just have a wait temporarily before we start doing the nerve work. Oh shit, sorry. We didn't mean to bother you. Oh, not at all. I'm glad to see you. And it is good that you're still hard at work. I'll be going back to sleep now. Thank you for visiting me. Be careful out there. Damn, out like a light. She really got it rough. Oh, she really does. I wasn't expecting her to wake up like that. She must have really wanted to see you. She might be conscious again, but she's not lucid most of the time. She must have heard your footsteps or otherwise noticed you coming. Man, she's a real trooper. All the more reason to make good on her. She's in your hands. We'll give her the good news when she wakes up. Oh, don't worry. I'll take good care of her. She'll be all better by the time you get back, and that's a promise. Let's leave her be for now. We got our own work to do, so let's come back with good news for her. The attachment process does hurt, unfortunately, but I'll do my best to make it as quick as possible. Risette is already familiar with artificial limbs as it happens, so that should make it easier for her to adjust to them. And I've got Marduk helping me out too. We'll make sure it's done right. Are they here on the table somewhere that we can actually see them right now? We saw a shot of them. No, I'm not seeing them, but I'm sure they're here. Alright, let's go. More things to do than lingering about, worrying about Risette. Well, the Institute's calmed down a bit. We should have this area secured now. But we can't let our guard down. We've dealt with one problem, but there could be another one lurking around the corner. We need to maintain our security detail here until this all blows over. I agree. Well, I've always liked seeing people react to things I make. I just never expected it would happen like this. Still, I'm glad it's available for her. The painkiller should make the limb fitting much easier for her. Funny how it all worked out. You helped us and helped yourselves. Man, same. Never expected one of our own would need the stuff we were helping to make. We really owe you for that. Even you helped out with it. Oh, don't worry about it. I just chipped in here and there. The research was mostly Esmeralda's, but I'm still honored I could help. All we can do now is leave the rest to her. She knows what she's doing. I'll still be out and about in the city helping treat the wounded. Well, I came to Basel in part because I was deeply curious about the research here. It's just awful that this happened now. But I plan on coming back someday, so I might as well help out here while I can. That way I can help the city rebuild for my next visit. Those cleanup volunteers must be all tuckered out. Perhaps an acerbic sandwich or two is what they need. Don't treat people like research subjects, please. Jesus. Alright, I do want to check observatory and the outside first, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of people here anyway. Oh, my family lives in Edith. I managed to get through to them today. I've let them know that I'm alright. Sounds like nobody aside knows what's going on. Reporters can get into Basel because the roads are all closed. I just feel like I've got to help out somehow. Professor Tane has a lot on his hands. He shouldn't have to manage it all alone. I may be a student, but there has to be something I can do. I'll ask him when I get a chance. Do that. Oh, I can't believe Liz is still all nonchalant after everything that happened. I need to set her straight as an upperclassman. I've had my hands full myself for a while, but I'm gonna try and make the time for talking to Professor Tane about it. Anything to stop this from ending up like whatever Lionel's got going on. Definitely. Who knows how long it will take the Institute to recover from this. With everything that happened, they're really out of commission. And there I am, hoping I might finally get a grant for my research. I was so close, but nope, that window's gone and closed. Will fungi ever have their time in the limelight? Or are they doomed to wallow in the dark damp forever? Probably. Right. Only the guard at the entrance of the research at the observatory. And that's it. Sorry, but you got a crime scene blocked off here to preserve the evidence. If you have any questions or concerns, you can direct them to the local police department. Oh, and we will. Don't you worry about that. Now that I think about it, Professor Callahan started getting real stressed out a little while ago himself. He was in a rush seemingly all the time, and he couldn't stop panicking about his budget too. But I never imagined something like this would happen. Oh, I'm pretty sure nobody did. I didn't see it coming. Now we don't need the vending machine. Oh, honestly, what is Lionel doing? All this chaos and he's got mushroom on the mind? The rest of us are up to our necks in work. I've got a whole mountain of infrastructure docs to get for my doc. I don't want to troll my students. They have enough on their plates. But do you think he could help out with the workload a little? Nah, he's too stressed out about his own fungi. Well, we finally got the comms to stabilize a bit. I'm doing what I can. I don't want to let Coolidge down. We've implemented some stopgap measures to try and keep the network together while we diagnose things. I don't want to leave it all to security company, but I don't want to overload our servers again either. Holocores are proving real useful here. They can search and diagnose stuff all on their own, like a little pocket partner. It really underlines how important they're gonna be once the technology takes to the next step. I can't slack on my research. This is my chance to make myself useful for once. I have to do what I can to get things back to normal. Phew, we finally have a plan. We're gonna ease the load on the servers and try to get them back online with a limited scope. It took less time than I was figuring. At least They took out the Aurora, but Mark's been handling some of the load for us. If we can make this plan work, we should have Basil's network back to full capacity soon. I do wonder why Professor Cronkite isn't lending us a hand with it though. This is his field. We really could have used his help. If we can manage to load on Basil's orbital network, we should be able to get it back online. Professor Cronkite would have had this all sorted out in seconds though. He is one of the foremost authorities on network engineering. I just don't get why he's giving us the cold shoulder on this. I guess he has his reasons? Well, he must be working on something else, at least in his mind. But I'm sure otherwise he would definitely lend his aid, right? Or is that just wishful thinking? Phew. We smoothed our negotiations with Vern and Elsheim, thankfully. Professor Callahan will be dearly missed here at the Institute, but we should be able to fill this void in the short term. What concerns me is the mental toll that has taken on the staff and students. They may not be ready to return to work yet. I'm just worried about what Callahan is doing right now that he's an AI. Professor Callahan, is he really that? He always seemed kinda scary, but the upperclassmen really respected him. I wanted to talk to him myself someday. I'm glad everybody else is okay, but what do we even know? Do now.
Everybody's gotta eat, right?
Oh, we're getting ready to open back up. Everybody's gotta eat, no matter how topsy-turvy everything is. A good meal is a great way to get back to normal. I think Professor Callahan students especially need to eat well. Not to mention all the people working out there. Cleaning up all the damage, they really worked up an appetite. Oh, I can guarantee you they did. Woman in the hallway. And then we can head out front. Ah, damn it. I'm too late. They've already cleared up all the wreckage from yesterday. I was hoping to take some samples to try and reverse engineering their weaponry. I know it's not my field, but still. I guess with that out of the question, all I can do now is to try and study their methods. We need to be more prepared for attacks in the future. Some way of neutralizing their weapons, maybe. Oh, what about something that could melt them? You get it on the weapon and bam, it's gone. Would be cool, but it's very theoretical, isn't it? Okay, just a guard down the stairs. Yeah, it's Coolidge. Well, services has been up and stable for a while now. I can only assume it's that giant airship patching up the network. That really missed me as a communication engineer though. We shouldn't have to rely on them as a crutch. We're talking about the lifeblood of modern society here. Now it's all gone through some shady megacore. We're gonna have to put in the hours to make sure our comms don't go down like that again. True. Alright, so that is it for the Institute. So we got the Artisanal District in Newtown, and considering we only have a green point in Newtown, I want to go there first to pick up the 4 SPG and talk to everyone there. We gotta go about this as right as we can.
Why not stay here and relax?
Oh, yesterday was terrible. I didn't see it for myself, but I heard all about it. I'm no engineer, so repairs and stuff kinda is beyond me. But there has to be something I can do to help. Everybody is out working today, deserves a helping hand. Well, I think of something. Every little bit helps, right? Oh, definitely.
Do you have any preferences?
Plenty.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, Ren left me in charge here. I'm trying to coordinate all the students so that we can get everything sorted out. The student council is helping me out, which is a big help. But I'm still nervous. There's a lot of time before that special unit gets here in the evening. Anything could happen before then. I just need to make sure the students are all safe and accounted for. I'm trying to keep the students inside, but I've had to make a couple of exceptions so far. Julian and Lyle volunteered to help with the cleanup out there, so I let them outside. But then James snuck out again. God, he's such a handful. Well, I'll keep my eye out for him and whatever else comes up. You guys be careful too. Don't you worry about us, Agnes. Communications are up and running again, and we're getting all the students in touch with their families. It's just, I Kinda doesn't feel all that safe with the cruiser hanging around in the air like that. But I digress. You guys shouldn't have anything to worry about. Thank you. Stay safe yourself, okay? Hey, if things hit the fan, guys like you gotta step up and get everybody to safety. You got me? Well, yeah. You don't have to tell me twice. Yep, there it is. In the sky, like the proper eyesore it is. I finally got in touch with my family. Phew, I can finally catch my breath. Mom and Dad were both worried and I can't blame them, of course. First we get caught up in a terrorist attack on a field trip, and now we've got special forces taking us in. Just my luck, huh? Feels like we walked into a set of an action movie by mistake. I could barely keep myself together, and I'm doing a lot better today, thankfully. It just still doesn't feel real, but I don't have time to dwell on that. Gotta keep on trucking. Right, Agnes? Odette, Albert, Julian, they're all amazing, just putting themselves out there to help without a second thought. Yeah, but not everybody can do that. You do what you can and be proud of it. Oh, I got caught up right in the middle of a work meeting at Vern. I never thought that would happen to me. They put the meeting on hold for now. So Almada was behind it? I remember that that attack in Langport recently. Then Anchorville? Now here too? I just don't get it. What's the point? Why are they wreaking all this havoc? Either distraction or to hide evidence. One of the two. Oh, we helped out with the evacuation yesterday, and then that sort of led us here to the hotel. It's tough. Holding up in a cramped little room isn't good for anybody's mental health right now. Don't push yourself too much, okay? You especially, Agnes. If this gets to be too much, we're always here to help. Thank you, Odette. We all need to do our part. Yep, and you can count on me to do it. Oh, Ren's plenty busy, so we need to pick up the slack as our fellow council members. We'll hold down the fort here. Be careful out there, okay, Agnes? I never thought terrorists would strike here. Communications are back up at least. We've been swamped with new reservations. There are tons of people stuck here because they can't go home. I really hope we can just get back to normal soon. I'm getting tired of all this. Yeah, because all those people need to be taken care of. Even though, despite everything, they would rather just leave. Get evacuated. Even our station got shut up. We got loads of casualties over here. I dread to imagine a second attack. I guess we can't complain about that PMC stepping in to restore order. With our guys all banged up. They really rubbed me the wrong way though. They got all that strength with no state backing. Freaks me out. The stuff Almata has is just wild. Never expected they bust out combat mechs. They could be a real problem if they keep unchecked. We don't even know where vessel they're operating out of. I hate it, but I gotta just follow my pride on this one. We got to get the CAD and the PMC in here. We need all the help we can get. And that's a sign of strength too. If you know you're not strong enough to do something about it, accept the help that can. No matter how bad it makes you feel.
Please have your authentication card ready and follow the instructions of the attendant.
Oh, the Aerotrans were hit in the attack too. It was a real headache, trying to survey the damage and loop back with safety officials. We've just now gotten them back online. The Aerotrams are the backbone of the city's transport network, so we need to keep them online no matter what. Oh, thank you so much, young man. Is your uniform that big school in the capital? Oh my, you're just an upstanding young man. What? No, that ain't nothing. I just happen to be here. You're embarrassing me, geezer. Was gonna bounce, but the old fart had to trip and fall in front of me. Wasn't nothing. Don't need no thanks. I don't want to stick around here any longer. James has always been a bit rough around the edges, but, well, hey, guess he got his reasons for acting like a jerk off. But you know, he's got a good side to him. He shows a little bit of that sometimes. Yeah, cause if an old lady trips, he also could just keep walking on. But something inside him couldn't let that happen and he had to help her back up. Oh, thank you so much. I just had to go out to get my groceries in spite of everything going on. Just watch your stinking feet, okay? There's still rubble everywhere. Oh dear, you're right. I could use a hand. Can you help me, young man? What? Hell no. He's gonna help her. Even if he doesn't know it yet, he's definitely gonna help her. Oh, thank the goddess my husband and I made it out alright. We were both working at the time, but our workshop wasn't damaged much. I was surprised to see those field trip students jumping in to help evacuate people. They really went out on a limb there, didn't they? They're still kids. Hey, they got a good head on their shoulders, they just need some proper guidance. I just tagged along with Julian to try and help, but what are those things? Solid metal? It's so damn heavy. And there he is, just picking them up and hauling them over and over again like they're nothing. I was just thinking about how Julian got so popular, and I think there's my answer. He ain't just a pretty face. Sheesh. Though I might learn his secret by tagging up with him on this, but man, he's got brains and a brawn. A totally lady killer face too. Alright, I think that's all the broken glass swept out. The storefront should be fine now. I'm just trying to do what I can. Where I was raised, you were expected to pitch in to help the community in crises like these. Okay, what else needs to be done? Sounds like Lyle's tuckered himself out. I'll go cover for him. Helping around, thinking about fellow students. Not a bad kid, definitely not. I've been putting in orders for replacement materials. Hopefully we can get back in business soon. Being under direct management sounds should help us a lot. We can just hit up HQ for whatever parts we need. And on a personal level, I want to be a mediator so others can get in touch with HQ for help. It's the least I can do to give back to the city.
Hello there.
Anything
See you
we
again.
need?
Hello there.
Well, there might be a few. Ooh, yes, I almost forgot about these. Yeah, I might want to get one of
See you
these.
again.
I almost forgot we had
Hello
gifts out here.
See you again.
Huh.
Initializing planner mode.
Let's give it to them straight. A watch with absurd accuracy, made with cutting-edge tech, might be a good gift for Dingo.
I appreciate it.
And a zero cipher cover. A cipher cover popular among young men due to its stylish coloring. Might be a good gift for Aaron.
What? You expecting thanks?
Yes, I do. This is fine. Will deal. Well, we were expecting to take some losses with arms sales slowing down, but it still stings. Incidentally, about those two projects, the equipment for mounting secure detail and the engineering behind that new airship, I can't help but wonder how they were constructed. They look reliable for sure, but foreign all the same. Foreign as in I have never seen anything like it from Calvard's domestic production. As an engineer, that really gets me thinking. Maybe it helps you think up some new ideas, because you're inspired by what you see. It does happen. So, you need a blueprint for the core actuator. Yes, that should be at the Foundation HQ. We could develop that with Vern, you see. Oh, for real? We got that, then repairs will be a cinch. Oh, you wouldn't happen to also have a grid map for the Factory 3, would you? I reached out to Vern about that, but they're giving me the runaround. Huh? Yes, actually. I remember some 10 years ago. At any rate, I'll get that to you as soon as I can. I'm not sure I follow, but I'll see what I can do. The city needs us all. We have to do what we can to help. He's got a good head on his shoulders, it seems. Okay, then we have this store, and then maybe some other little part. We're almost there though. It's awful, just awful. But I can't sit idly by. I want to help however I can. I'm handling all jobs while Lucy runs the store. She has her hands full as it is. We're like one big family here, you know? And a family doesn't leave family behind. We gotta all pitch in and help each other out. It's a good point. It's been really hairy. There were a lot of people injured in the attack, but because of the traffic restrictions, we're low on medicine. But we're working with the local pharmacies and medical companies to try and bridge the gap. We're managing now, at least. Having all that research and production right here in the city is a real big strength, I've learned. It'll be a load on my back once those places are back to normal. We could use all the help we can get. We've gotten this volunteer who likes helping out with errands and stuff. He's been a huge help. Thanks to him, I've been able to focus on all the clerical stuff. He shops here sometimes too, though I couldn't tell you his name. Yeah, let's not tell him that. You'll learn soon enough what it is anyway. Because if someone helps you out, you are more bound just to have chats with the person, I imagine. But man, I can't blame them for locking down the city after the attack, but it still really sucks. We really cleaned up our act over the last 2 years and made the city a safer place. That's how we're able to attract so much investment. But if we're not a safe city anymore, well, maybe the bank's gonna rethink their business strategy here. It might be time to assess some of our investment and switch to a more conservative portfolio. I think that's a bit rash. Let's just wait how everything goes here. Well, in light of all the incidents lately, local authorities have suspended all rail services. We don't know when we'll be back up and running, and I apologize for the inconvenience. I heard there was a terrorist attack in Anchorville too. Can't really blame them. I feel like a lockdown is the only answer. Yeah, at least until I figure out what's actually going on, if things are safe or not. We're still open here, thankfully. The damage wasn't bad enough to make us close. But business is awfully slow today and I can't blame people. Everybody's out there trying to pick up the pieces, like literally. That said, if you need anything, we're open and ready. Seriously? They wrecked the Leno factory whole assembly line? They did. There's no timetable for when we'll have everything back up and running. We can't order anything right now, anyways, because our supplies got hit too. It's looking like we'll be out of commission for a while. You know, our quality guys were still using last-gen manufacturing tools over there, right? Our Factory 3 might have some of those old tools lying around. We retrofitted the place with newer parts. The vice manager and I go way back, so I might be able to call in a favor and get that stuff transferred to Leno. Oh, it was built to Vern's specifications if I recall, but it should work on Leno's assembly line with some tweaking. You'd really do that for us? Of course, we're friends first and business rivals second. At the end of the day, we have the same passion for automotive engineering. I'll shoot him a message. Can you give me a list of your damaged equipment at some point? Man, I knew Chamberlain had connections, but I never thought he'd go that far out of his way for us. Well, I better hold up my end of the plan. I'll get in touch with Factory 2. It's time like these we gotta put our differences aside and work as a team. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people fail to realize, that if problems get big enough, you cannot stay like two different sides of a coin. You need to work together to resolve problems. Help each other, come together. And that's what they're doing here, and it's beautiful. Well, Ingrid's factory got hit too, but they produce military vehicles over there, so the cars themselves were mostly fine. We have a good deal of spare parts in stock here, so we're gonna try and help supply the other companies with whatever they need. That's what the vice manager said, and I'm happy to stick to that. Hey, and the second part of it, it does make for a good reputational thing, doesn't it? Because it seems that for the community, you were there. And that is PR you just cannot buy, you know what I mean? Phew, yesterday was just wild. We were coming home from the ingot factory and wham! That's when the attack broke out. We made a beeline for the car and booked it out of there, like an action movie, I swear. But now we're stuck here. They've closed down the road back to the capital, so no one. Oh, and they're saying the ingot factory was damaged too. You know, maybe we can pitch in and help out over there. Not a bad idea. It's our chance to pay it forward to our favorite brand. This isn't really happening, is it? No, snap out of it. I have to do something. My Kabul got cut up from all the shrapnel. It's up to me now, no excuses. My car was made in Basel, so it's really disheartening to see what's going on here. But, well, if we're stuck here because of the road closures, then we might as well make ourselves useful while we're here. Oh, definitely. And I think that's it. A few minutes before I planned, because I think I don't want to pick up the 4RPG before the next episode. That way we can focus on it straight away, not just pick it up and then end the episode. So we'll leave it here, and we might make the next episode a little bit longer because of it, but we'll have to see how it goes. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye-bye.
Right.